guys some opportunities.
Competition. So we just have to have a ton of competition in that room, and that's kind of what spring ball is. And that's what spring ball is fun, because you just get to see the guys compete against themselves and against other guys in the room without the kind of added pressure of an opponent. It's like, hey, let's just focus on us and let's just compete. So we'll have Mason Randolph will be getting a ton of reps, so it'll be fun to see his development over the course of spring. Cade Beresford, it'll be fun to see him get a ton of reps. And then we also have a new freshman on campus, early enrollee Casey. So generally we would have backed him off a little bit, but just due to reps, like he's going to get a ton of reps this spring. So it'll be fun to see his development.
The running game, I know an offensive line coach is going to say that's the bread and butter, right? Running the football. I mean, how much is that going to be an emphasis this spring for this offense to do what you guys want? How much does I know some games were great last year, some games weren't as good. How much do you need the running game to be more consistent next year?
You said it. Like, that's when you think of the running game, like it would be great to be explosive, but it has to be consistent. So that's the big thing that we need to improve, is just that consistency, and that starts in just like everything we do. And that's the fun thing about being the second year of a program, is like just watching. We watched some film from last winter conditioning, just conditioning drills alone, and you can see like, okay, there's been noticeable improvement. So it'll be now, okay, now we've got that foundation. Now let's build on that and continue to increase that consistency, because without consistency in the run game, you lose confidence and you start leaving it and doing other things, and we need to be consistent. So it'll be fun to get after it.
To have such a veteran group, though, I know you may not get them out there all in spring, but to have, guys like John back and you mentioned Cade, I mean, how nice is that going to be to have 3-4 guys that are multi-year starters and have been around the block a little bit, and year 2 of this offense too?
What's the thing about especially O-line play, like we give the guys a handout on a piece of paper and then we watch film, but like O-linemen, like they play it through their face mask, and they have to make so many decisions and in such a tight space, where like the only way to really develop true confidence in that is to get reps. So the reps are invaluable for those guys, from the walkthrough to the pre-practice to all the scrimmage reps. So it'll be good just to get a bunch of reps, and those old guys to kind of chime in and be like, hey, this is what, you should be looking for the safety here, and when the corner's doing this, make sure that you're aware for this pressure. So those guys are good because they're kind of stepping out of it and can kind of be assistant coaches. OJ is helping intern over across the facility at the varsity center, and he walks into the meeting and he's got his shirt tucked in, he's got a whistle, and he looks like he's an assistant line coach. So it'll be great to just have his knowledge there.
He's doing what, with the training staff, or what?
He's doing sports and conditioning, so he's helping do the weight room stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
What talking to Tim Plow, he was saying that just for injuries or inconsistencies or first year, didn't come close to the offense he wanted to have, or just didn't get a chance to show what the Tim Plow offense really is. I mean, you know that offense, you know him. How much more is there to grow on the offense in year 2 here?
A ton, and we I feel like just scratched the surface of just trying to figure out how that offense fits here at Boise State. That's the great thing about this place, is it has such a rich history and rich tradition. It's kind of like, okay, whatever anyone does, it has to kind of fit into the mentality, the DNA of this place, and that starts with Coach Avalos and his vision for what the offense should be, and trickles down to Coach Plow, and he kind of manifests that, and then it's our job as assistant coaches to make sure that our position knows what their role is in that offense. So we're really excited just to kind of be able to fine-tune that, give everyone a clear vision of what that should be, so they can go play with confidence mentality.